What's going on, guys? Got two little things I wanted to show you and go over today. Something I come across and always thinking of ideas and ways to use things, but also situations where I may need something and what would I want to have in those situations. So two of those items are, first off, these little carabiners from 5-Star Gear. Let's see if that'll focus for you. There you go. These are not load bearing as far as like climbing rated carabiners. However, they are strong enough to hold quite a bit of weight. I wouldn't use them as a safety device, but you could easily use them to hold gear up. You could use them on a hammock, something like that. They'll support that kind of weight. You'll forgive me because I don't have the exact weight specs in front of me. I forgot to bring that with me. But I'll put a link to these down in the description box, as well as the other item I want to show you. So this is item number one. Item number two is this right here. What this is a kind of a all-purpose mini gear hammock from 5-Star Gear. Now, it's not the size of a full-size hammock like you would want to get to sleep in or lay in or whatever. It's ideally designed more for supporting gear, that sort of thing. But there's a couple of different ways that I found you can use it. So one is, let me paint you a scenario here. Say you're in a bug out situation, a get home situation, whatever. Maybe it's inclement weather, raining, the ground's wet, or like it is where I'm at right now, there's not a flat spot on the ground where you could actually get at. There's concerns about insects and stuff getting into your gear, that sort of thing. You can set up your actual hammock, tarp, whatever you're going to do to seat yourself in, and then you can use something like this to string it up and put your gear in, get part of your hammock covering it, and now you've got your gear up off the ground so it's not getting wet, etc. You're not worrying about getting bugs in it, yada yada. So it's a good way to get gear up off the ground and that sort of thing. It's plenty big enough it'll expand out. I don't know if you can see that on the camera, but you could put a full-size ruck in there if you needed to. Also change how you set it up. On a similar note, to keep your gear up off the ground, you can take these carabiners and simply use them to hang your gear up. Again, keeping your gear up off the wet ground so it's not soaking up moisture, etc., etc. Just jumping back to the bug thing real quick, like where I'm at right now, this is absolute tick country, spider country, ant country, and as I speak, as luck would have it, there is a fire ant bed in the ground right below me crawling all over my boots. The last thing you want to do, set your gear down on the ground, at least in my area, and then go to pick it up later, only to find out that it's full of things that will use you as a walking buffet line. So, get your gear up off the ground. Those carabiners are stupid inexpensive. This gear net mini hammock, $12, okay? It's not made of super unobtainium materials, right? This is simply some polyester cord, and I don't remember if this is either polyester or nylon actual hammock with 2 metal rings on each end. That's it. It's nothing fancy, but it works. It folds up really compact. It comes with this little mesh gear bag, right? That little bag is what it'll store into, so it takes up no space in your pack. It's really lightweight. Another good use for this, let's say you're not actually setting up somewhere, but you're on a long walk home, a long walk to wherever it is you got to go and however you got to get there. but you need to stop and take a break. Well, let's revisit that same situation with the gear. You might not want to sit down on the soaking wet ground. You might not want to sit down in a bed of fire ants or have spiders and ticks crawling all over you, etc. You just need something quick to sit down and relax on and catch your breath, whatever. This is the perfect deal, guys. This thing will easily hold, I'm about 215 pounds. It'll easily hold my weight, so I can make a simple seat out of it. I could set this lower to the ground. I could set me a little stove down right here, fix me something to drink, something to eat. When it's time to go, boom, this is easy to pack up and go. If you really need to take a breather, and I'll try not to bust my butt on camera for you guys because I don't want y'all to get that good of a laugh. Grab this, spread it out underneath you, get situated, and you can actually lay back and take a little siesta right here. So if you really need to catch your breath, take a break. If it's 5,000 degrees like it is right now, and I'm not going to break my neck for you guys, I'd put that lower to the ground if I was going to sit on it like that. But anyway, not giving you guys a laugh. As you can see, I'm sweating like a fool right now just because it is so hot and so humid. If you're having to do stuff in this kind of weather, being able to stop, do something to catch your breath, take a weight off your feet for a minute or two, could be a really beneficial thing. So again, guys, I'll put a link to the hammock down there in the description, link to the carabiners. 12 bucks for the hammock, and I think it's just a couple of bucks for a 2-pack of the carabiners. It's simple, easy stuff that you can't get wrong. So I've got some other stuff from 5-Star Gear that I'm looking at that I'm probably going to pick up and get you guys some videos on, because I really think there's some value added stuff there to get that is not going to win you any competitions with your friends of trying to show them all your coolest high-end super duper Gucci gear. But if you're on a budget but you still want something that's going to work and be functional, or you're just smart with your money and want something that works and is functional, I can definitely recommend these two items from 5-Star Gear. I'll be getting some more of their stuff and bring that to you here hopefully in the future. So it's time for some water. Take care, guys, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one.